All praise and esteem to Yahuwah Elohim through Yahushua HaMashiach. I thank Abba Yahuwah for this day and time for me to come before the body of HaMashiach and minister a message. The message that I'm going to minister this evening is called the Ruach of Truth. I am Yashafet Yahu. I am not a part of any group. I am not a part of any denomination. I am a follower of the way. HaMashiach stated that he was the truth, the way, and the life. And I am a follower of the Mashiach, Yahushua. Without further ado, let's jump into the message. I'll be reading from the King James Bible, and I'm starting at John chapter 16, verse number 1. And it reads, this is Yahushua talking. These things have I spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended. They shall put you out of the synagogues. Yea, and the time cometh, that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth Elohim service. And these things they will do unto you, because they have not known the Father nor me. But these things I have told you, that when the time shall come, ye may remember that I told you of them. And these things I said not unto you at the beginning, because I was with you. But now I go my way to him that sent me, and none of you ask, whither goest thou? But because I have said these things unto you, sorrow hath filled your heart. So the men that Yahushua was talking to, these men was listening to these things. And as he was expressing these things to them, these men began to get sorrowful. Because Yahushua was saying that he was going to have to go his way. And of course these men figured that they would be left behind when he went this way that he had to go. I got a scripture, precept. Matthew chapter 17. Matthew 17, verse number 23 is the precept that I have. And it reads, and they shall kill him, and the third day he shall be raised again. And they were exceeding sorry. So Yahushua was letting it be known that the way that he had to go was a way unto death. But on the third day, he would rise. Verse number 7, John 16 and 7. Nevertheless, I tell you the truth. It is expedient for you that I go away. For if I go not away, the Comforter will not come unto you. But if I depart, I will send him unto you. So Yahushua is letting it be known that it is expedient for the men that he was talking to at that day to understand, and for us, the children of the latter rain, he's letting it be known that there's an advantage for the body of HaMashiach. There's an advantage that is in place once he departs and goes the way that he has to go. And he's saying that the advantage is that he is going to send a comforter, and that the comforter will be with the body of HaMashiach after his departure. Verse number 8. And when he is come, he will reprove the world of sin, and of righteousness, and of judgment. So Yahushua is letting it be known that the comforter that he's going to send to the body of Hamashiach after his departure, he's letting it be known that the Comforter is coming with a job to do. The Comforter is coming with an assignment to do. And Hamashiach Yahushua is stating that the job that the Comforter is coming to do, the number one job of that Comforter is to reprove the world of sin. The Comforter is coming to reprove the world of sin and of righteousness and of judgment. And it's stating that the word reprove means to convict. The Comforter is coming to convict the world of sin and of righteousness and of judgment. I got a precept for that. Let's go to Acts. Let's go to Acts chapter 1. And at Acts chapter 1, we'll start reading verse number 1. And it reads, "The former trustees, as I have made, O Theolypus, of all that Yahushua began both to do and teach, until the day in which he was taken up. After that, he, through the Quadash Ruach, had given commandments unto the apostles whom he had chosen, to whom he also showed himself alive after his passion by many infallible proofs, being seen of them 40 days, and speaking of the things pertaining to the kingdom of Elohim, and being assembled together with them, commanded them that they should not depart from Jerusalem, but wait for the promise of the Father, which saith he, ye have heard of me. For John truly baptized with water, but ye shall be baptized with the Quadash Ruach not many days hence. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Master, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? And he said unto them, It is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power, but ye shall receive power after that the Quadash Ruach is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth." So my brothers and sisters, Hamashiach is stating that when the Comforter, which is known as the Quadash Ruach, when the Comforter comes upon the disciple of Mashiach, that the Comforter is going to give the disciple power to witness. And the witnessing is going to be what was stated in Scripture at John 16, verse 8. The witnessing is going to reprove the world of sin and of righteousness and of judgment. My brothers and sisters, let's go back to John 16 and pick up verse 9. John 16, verse 9. Of sin because they believe not on me. So my brothers and sisters, according to the Mashiach, in the eyes of Abba Yahuwah, it is a sin to not believe on Yahushua HaMashiach. I got a precept for that. Let's go to Acts chapter 2. Acts chapter 2 and verse number 22. Acts chapter 2 verse 22. And it reads, Ye men of Israel, hear these words. Yahushua of Nazareth, a man approved of Elohim among you by miracles, wonders, and signs, which Elohim did by him in the midst of you, as ye yourselves know. Okay? So the scripture is making it clear to the men of Israel that HaMashiach, Yahushua, is the one that has been approved by Abba Yahuwah. And that's why the scripture states that it is a sin when you do not believe on the one that Abba Yahuwah sent, HaMashiach Yahushua. John 16 and 10. Of righteousness, because I go to my Father, and you see me. Of righteousness, because I go to my Father, and ye see me no more. I got a precept for that. Acts chapter 2. Verse 32. Acts 2 and 32. And it reads, This Yahushua have Elohim raised up, whereof we are all witnesses. So, first thing, Yahushua HaMashiach is not the Father. The scripture states that Elohim, Abba Yahuwah, raised up Yahushua. Okay? Let's go to Acts chapter 5. Acts chapter 5. And we'll look at verse number 32. Acts chapter 5, verse 32. And it reads, And we are his witnesses of these things, and so is also the Quadash Ruach, whom Elohim have given to them that obey him. So the Quadash Ruach comes from Abba Yahuwah, and it's given to disciples who obey Abba Yahuwah. To obey Abba Yahuwah, you must believe on his son, Yahushua HaMashiach, the one who he sent. Going back to the scripture, picking up at John 16, verse number 11. John 16 and 11. And it reads, Of judgment, because the prince of this world is judged. 12. I have yet many things to say unto you, but ye cannot bear them now. HaMashiach says that he has many things that he wants to say, But the men that he was talking to wouldn't be able to bear those things. I got a precept for that. Mark chapter 4, verse number 33. Mark chapter 4, verse 33. And with many such parables spoke he the word unto them as they were able to bear it. So Hamashiach spoke a lot of parables because the parables were to stimulate their minds, stimulate their thoughts, for them to begin to apply critical thinking. John 16 and 13. John 16 and 13. Howbeit, when he, the Ruach of Truth, is come, he will guide you into all truth, for he shall not speak of himself, but whatsoever he shall hear, that shall he speak, and he will show you things to come. So Yahushua is explaining the working of the Quadash Ruach. And Yahushua states that the Quadash Ruach is the Ruach of Truth. So everything that is expressed through the Comforter, everything that is expressed through the Ruach HaKodesh will be perfect truth. And the Quadash Ruach will guide the disciple of Hamashiach into all truth, for the Comforter shall not speak of himself. Nothing that the Quadash Ruach, the Ruach of Truth, will speak unto the disciple will be of the Quadash Ruach himself. But whatsoever he shall hear, that shall he speak, and he will show you things to come. I got a scripture, a precept, John chapter 14. John chapter 14, and we'll look at verse number 17. John chapter 14, verse number 17. Even the Ruach of Truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him. But ye know him, for he will dwell with you, and shall be in you. So, according to the scripture, the Ruach of Truth is something that the world cannot receive. The world cannot receive the Ruach of Truth. The only people eligible to receive the Ruach of Truth are the disciples of Hamashiach Yahushua. Those who were at the time when Hamashiach was on the earth, and those who are the children of the latter rain who believe on Hamashiach Yahushua. The world cannot receive the Comforter. Those who receive the Comforter, the disciples of Hamashiach, those are going to be the ones to reprove the world of sin. So anyone who has the Ruach of Truth, the Comforter, the Quadash Ruach, those will be the disciples reproving the world of sin, of righteousness, and of judgment, because that is the working of the Comforter. My brothers and sisters, going back to scripture, I got another precept. John chapter 14, and we'll look at verse number 26. John chapter 14, verse 26. But the Comforter, which is the Quadash Ruach, whom the Father will send in my name, he shall teach you all things and bring all things to your remembrance, whatsoever I have said unto you. So Hamashiach is stating that the Comforter, the Quadash Ruach, whom Abba Yahuwah will send. The Quadash Ruach, the Ruach of Truth, comes from Abba Yahuwah. And Abba Yahuwah is going to send it unto the disciple of Hamashiach in Hamashiach's name. It's going to come to the disciple in Hamashiach's name. It's going to come to the disciple bearing the truth and the true name of Hamashiach, Yahushua. My brothers and sisters, Hamashiach came in the name of his father, Abba Yahuwah. Abba Yahuwah's name means I am he who exists. I am he who exists. That's Abba Yahuwah's name, the meaning of his name. Hamashiach, Yahushua, the meaning of his name, Yahushua, I am he who saves. Yahushua, I am he who saves. So the Ruach of Truth is going to come from Abba Yahuwah in Hamashiach, Yahushua's name. And the scripture says that John 14 and 26, that the Ruach of Truth will teach the disciple all things and bring all things to the disciples' remembrance, whatsoever Hamashiach Yahushua has said and taught. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse. Let's go to the book of Acts. Acts chapter 11. Acts chapter 11. And let's read verse 28. Acts 11 and 28. And there stood up one of them named Ugbus, and signified by the Ruach that there should be great Girith throughout all the world, which came to pass in the days of Claudius Caesar. So Ugbus signified by the Ruach of Truth, he stated that there would be a great Girith throughout all of the world. All of those who had the Ruach of Truth and the Comforter, there would be great love and great harmony for the truth. The truth would be something so beautiful by the disciples of HaMashiach, and their passion would be just as strong for the truth as HaMashiach's passion. Let's go to Revelation chapter number 1. Revelation chapter number 1. And it reads, "Write the things which thou hast seen, and the things which are, and the things which shall be hereafter." Verse 20, "The mystery of the 7 stars, which thou sawest in my right hand, and the 7 golden candlesticks. The 7 stars are the Malachim of the 7 assemblies, and the 7 candlesticks which thou saw are the 7 assemblies." My brothers and sisters, there's 7 messengers of the Ruach. The Ruach has many points to make and many messages to proclaim. But all of those messages will be in perfect truth, unadulterated. Because remember, the Comforter, the Ruach of Truth, the Quadash Ruach, it's coming to reprove the world of sin and of righteousness and of judgment. Of sin, because they don't believe on HaMashiach Yahushua. The Quadash Ruach is going to reprove the world of sin because the world does not believe on HaMashiach Yahushua, the one that Abba Yahuwah sent. Going back to John 16, let's pick up at verse 14. John 16 and 14. And it reads, "He shall glorify me, for he shall receive of mine and shall show it unto you." So HaMashiach Yahushua is saying that the Comforter, the Quadash Ruach, will glorify Yahushua. The Comforter is going to bring esteem unto Yahushua. Because the Comforter is going to receive what is of Yahushua and show it unto the disciples of HaMashiach. That would include the true oracles of his name, the true purpose of him being sent by Abba Yahuwah. Verse 16, "A little while, and ye shall not see me, and again a little while, and you shall see me, because I go to the Father." I got a precept for that. Let's go to John chapter 7. John chapter 7. John chapter 7 verse 33. John chapter 7 verse 33. And it reads, Then said Yahushua unto them, Yet a little while am I with you, and then I go unto him that sent me. Ye shall ask me, and shall not find me, and where I am, thither you cannot come. I got another precept. Let's go to John 12. John 12. And we'll look at verse number 35. John 12 and 35. John 12 and 35. And it reads, Then Yahushua said unto them, Yet a little while is the light with you. Walk while you have the light, lest darkness come upon you. For he that walketh in darkness knoweth not whither he goeth. 36. While ye have light, believe in the light, that you may be children of the light. These things spake Yahushua, and departed, and did hide himself from them. So my brothers and sisters, Hamashiach Yahushua is saying that the Comforter, the Ruach of Truth, the Quadash Ruach, is going to come unto the disciple, and the Comforter is going to make that disciple shine. The Comforter is going to make that disciple have light, the same way that the Comforter came unto Yahushua and made Yahushua shine. Okay? And Yahushua is saying to the disciples, while you have that light, walk in that light. While you have the light, disciples of Hamashiach, walk in that light, lest darkness come upon you. So if you're not obeying the light, darkness will overtake you. And when darkness overtakes you, it's going to put out your light. Walk while you have the light, lest darkness come upon you. For he that walk in darkness knoweth not where he goeth. So my brothers and sisters, if you walk in the light of Hamashiach Yahushua, you know where you're going. You know where you're headed. You know what your destiny is going to be. You're going to reign with the Mashiach and Elohim if you walk in the light. While you have the light, my brothers and sisters, believe in the light. While you have the Comforter, while you have the Ruach of Truth, believe in it. For it is the reason that Hamashiach sent it unto you. My brothers and sisters, the Comforter is given unto the disciples of Hamashiach, that the disciples of Hamashiach may be set apart and show themselves to be living epistles read of men. Because the Comforter The Ruach of Truth is going to set the disciples of Hamashiach, it's going to set them apart from the world. So to be born of the Ruach of Truth means that you're not going to partake in the things of the world. That would be birthday celebrations, New Year's Eve celebration, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, all of these man-made traditions that come from the world. The true disciples of Hamashiach are set apart. They're going to be the ones proclaiming truth against those things. They're going to be the ones exposing those things. Because the Ruach of Truth, the comforter that is within them, is going to be speaking what the comforter hears. And according to Yahushua, the comforter is going to be hearing from Abba Yahuwah. One of the beautiful gifts of the Quadash Ruach, my brothers and sisters, is revelation. The Quadash Ruach gives revelation. The Quadash Ruach gives prophecy, my brothers and sisters. So anyone who is born of the Quadash Ruach is not going to be dumbed down. Anyone who is born of the Ruach is not going to be dumbed down in the things of the highest, in the things of the Most High, Abba Yahuwah. They might not know how to do the things that the world know how to do, but when it comes to the things of Abba Yahuwah through his son Yahushua, the Quadash Ruach is going to make sure that they are filled with the living water, and that the living water runneth over, that it may flow unto those who are around the disciple. My brothers and sisters, I thank you for your time. This is part 1. In the name of Abba Yahuwah, through Yahushua HaMashiach, Baraka and Shalom. May this word barak you. Part 2 coming soon. Shalom.